Welcome back to Great Day Houston. Obviously, for many people, Hurricane Harvey was probably the most stressful thing they've ever gone through. So it's important to take time for yourself, bring back some balance. And our next guest says when you do yoga, it's not just a fad. Instead, it's real medicine. So we have Alicia Tillman with Black Swan Yoga with us, and also Alex actually works in the Great Day offices with us. She's our community affairs director at the station, and you were actually there when you had to be rescued. So we're going to talk about that story in just a minute. All right, Alicia. So yoga. There are a lot of people who think it's a fad, it's a lifestyle, it's clothing. It's much more than that.
Those, yes. But it is actually something that you can add into your daily practice or add into your daily life, and you will reap so much benefits of it. I've seen people that have back pain for years and they've given up on any kind of treatment or fix, and they start to come to yoga and they start to see their back pain disseminate, and it's just amazing how they're
Speaking of pain, you had an injury. You were a basketball player in college, and somebody on a dare said, hey, you should try yoga.
Yes, and I had bad knees like most basketball players do, and what happened was I went to yoga. I didn't like it because it was super calm, but I started to see the benefits physically.
And that's
I started
part of the point is being super calm, right?
Yes, which is clearly not my lifestyle.
Yeah, right. Mine either. But that's the importance of stopping down, giving your body a chance to take over and do what it does. And really, at the end of the day, it's respecting your body so it can work for you, right?
Exactly. It's adding a mental and mindfulness into the physical practice. So if you're a little bit more calmer, it allows the stress to slowly start to leave. You're able to manage a lot more things in your life, your busy life. If you take some time for yourself, whether it's meditating or having your physical yoga practice, you will see the benefits, and that's been scientifically proven time and time again.
Yeah. All right, Alex, stress has come in so many different ways for so many different reasons for so many different people, but you were at the station when the water began to rise, and as many people know, KHOU 11 went underwater. We were right across the street from Buffalo Bayou on Allen Parkway. What was the moment that you realized the people who were there at the station working at the time were in trouble?
I was working storm teams where you actually sleep in your office at the station. So we get up at about 6 a.m. by a ruckus, and then we were moving all of our cameras and computers upstairs because the water was coming into the building or beginning to come to the building. It was rising super quick, so we had about, we left maybe about 3 or 4 or 5 feet when we had left the station by about 5 o'clock that day. So it was good to evacuate, pick up our things and go. There was really no time to, just grabbing what you could and you had to leave. Yeah. My first time being in a hurricane or tornado, flood waters. I'm from Northeast Texas. We have snow. We don't have water. So it was very...
Snow and mosquitoes.
Yeah, snow and big mosquitoes. So that was my first time. So it's very stressful. I'm happy that I was a part of it. Sounds kind of weird, but it makes us stronger and we're going to more resilient, I would think. So.
And it's interesting because the stress kind of continues because I know for all of us on Great Day and for you too, your mindset is to get up and go to work. It's where I've been for the last, 16 years, and we can't go to that building anymore. And so that building represents all kinds of things. It's our memories, it's our careers, it's a big chunk of ourselves. So we have to take that time to kind of decompress.
And you never know what you have until it's gone. And so, I miss going to the station and seeing all my coworkers and you, Deborah. So, yes, it's very different.
From your office.
Yes, there's a big canvas picture of Deborah in my office, and she rescued that. So I have that always in my heart.
All right. Okay, so getting back to the subject here at mind, there are a lot of folks who've never tried yoga, and they still they think, yoga, what does it do? Just kind of, again, bringing back your peace, your moment where you shut out the rest of the world. And so show us some exercises right now with Alex that can be something you can do in your living room, you can do it with a class.
So what I like to focus on, I have 3 poses for you today. Each one I'll tell you the mental benefits and the physical benefits. So for the first one, we call Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclining butterfly.
What was that again?
Supta Baddha Konasana.
Okay.
So it's Sanskrit, but if you come to my class, lying down butterfly.
Okay.
So what's going to happen, she's going to bring her soles of her feet together, her knees flare out wide. She lays down. So it's really relaxing for the back. There's no stress. There's nothing to hold.
I'm impressed you can do that.
We found out she's much more flexible than she thinks. So what happens here is that the hip flexors, that's typically where you get a lot of emotion and a lot of stress goes into your hips, which then creates a lot of back pain because your hips are tight. So now you're slowly
walking, and that causes more pain.
And it causes more pain. So this is something really easy that you can do. Take about 2 to 5 minutes staying in this pose right here.
I know there are people who will say, I can't do that. The key is to get your legs like laying down as flat as possible. And if you keep doing this, you'll find that your legs
slowly
start to relax and start to stretch.
First time I did it, I think my legs were feet were still on the floor.
Yeah.
And then now I can do it perfectly fine. And so for those of you that are brand new, try this one. For those of you who want a little bit more, I have an up level. So if he lifts up, you can grab a block or a rolled up towel, something that just a little bit to lift the body up. You place it right in between your shoulder blades. Lay down. Laying down on it. So now her upper body is now lifted. So now there's a decline into her hips, which opens them a little bit more. So if she wants to get a nice chest opener, open your arms up. Boom. So now her shoulder blades are opening, her chest is opening, which is a natural counterpose to how we live.
And it mimics what you would do on some of the machines in the gym, but you're not putting that level of stress on it or having a resistance on it, but you're still getting what you need with your own body weight.
Yep, and she's letting gravity open her up, and naturally we shift forward. And we're like cell phones, we're working, and even when you're volunteering and you're sorting clothes, you're picking up everything, we're hunched over. So this allows you to open up, and you'll start to see that. And typically, the closed off is the position of sad, depressed, any kind of negative emotion. Once you start to open up your chest, the positive emotions have to come out, and that's what your heart opener, that's what we call heart openers.
Yeah, yeah. All right, one more.
All right, so the next one, laying on her back again. These are all simple ones you can do at home. Her soles of her feet are on the ground. Spread hip distance apart. She's pressing into her heels. Simple bridge pose. Most people have seen this in different forms of fitness. You can work your glutes. You can get a nice booty while you're doing it. But this is just to help lift up her hips. And once again, you can grab a block or a towel, lift up again, and put it right underneath just to let her sit here. It allows her hips to take a little bit of decompression off the spine. It's a back bend. It's a baby back bend. If she wants to go a little bit further, extend your legs straight out. Boom. So her pelvis is lifted off the ground. It's a nice, easy back bend. So for those of you, once again, that want to go up level again, bring the soles of feet down to the ground, lift up your hips.
Okay, Deborah.
We're gonna take her back to like middle school gymnastics, and she presses her soles of feet to the ground.
All right, nice, Alex.
Presses her chest through. This is a really great heart opener again. You see the chest is lifted, and so she's kind of doing a big counter pose for her everyday life. So slowly come back down, safely chin into your chest, round it, and then just bring your knees into your chest. Boom, boom.
And you feel better already, Alex?
She feels
I feel
good.
so much better, Deborah.
All right.
Honestly, it was great. It was great.
You believe so much in this that you offer these classes and people make a donation.
Yes. So where I work, Black Swan Yoga, everything is donation based. So if you have $5, you can do yoga. If you have $1, you can go do yoga. Because I feel, and those that I work with feel that just because you don't have enough money shouldn't mean that you cannot get the gift of yoga.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I would do yoga for free every day, but I have to pay rent.
Yeah, but the cool thing is everybody who leaves there feeling so much better. And the great thing about yoga is that you can really be in your own space, even though other people in the room, you can just be in your own space, or you can join with other people, and it just works either way.
Yes.
All right.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Alex. All right, obviously we're here at the Houston Area Food Bank. And another thing that can alleviate some stress is if you know where your next meal is coming from. But if you feel like going out to dinner, but it's not in your finances right now, we're gonna tell you where you can do it for a much cheaper price, or even in some cases for free.